what I can do here. Oh yeah, let's try to do this. Oh yeah, let's try to do this. There we go. Oh yeah, let's try to do this. Okay. There we go. Lots of noise here. Give me a second because I gotta turn down one thing and shut off another. Alright, turned off my air conditioner. Gotta move these things around. Sorry folks, I know it's jiggling everywhere. Okay. So what I'm doing is a diamond painting. It's that cute little kitten with the snowflakies. Let me turn this down here so that we don't have that feedback. There we go. Alright. Now these pens here, the diamond painting pens that come with the kit, for me they're way too long because I have to work with this, here. Let's get you down here a little bit. I have to work with a magnifying lens light. It is a times 10. Still a little weaker than what I need, but I have to make do. There's no such thing as a 50 times magnifying lens light. But so what I did was I cut a portion of it off. So I have this little piece and I have this piece. And this is, I'm just doing this because I don't know, I need to just, you know, gibber on, and there's nobody here to gibber with, and because y'all, you know, stick around, which I know this is no notice here, but most of y'all know how to do a diamond paint. Pretty sure it's, you just, you know, add the wax. First you got to peel off the protective coating here. And then you take this little pen and just push it down on there. Excuse me. There is an irritant in this room right now. I don't know what it is. It could be all the motors and stuff all stippled up together. You know, I've got my oxygen machine, got my refrigerator, I've got my ice maker, it's going. I use an ice maker because I'm, you know, limited to 1800 mil or 60 ounces of water. And does that just keep going in there? It does. Okay. But it helps me just by having the ice to not overdo it. So I do once in a while put some soda in. I've got some root beer, and that's no caffeine. But there is a low amount of sodium in it, so I do have to count that. because of, you know, 0 to very low sodium. And so let's try to get y'all down here a little bit closer so you can see what's going on better. No, darn here, let me see. It says orientation is locked, rotate device back. Well, I would love to. I'm trying. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get that pulled away a little bit so you can see better. Okay. Now, I'm just going to pick a color to start with. I got a kitty cat that's meowing at me. And this orientation seems to be a little, I mean the video, it's backwards. So this is a little bit of lag too. This here is my right hand. So it's on the left side of the screen. Weird. So I'm going to find the white. Let's go with the white. That's number 16. Number 16. Where the heck is that, though? It's an H. Okay, so that's all in here. And parts of here. I haven't put these in regular containers for diamond painting stuff. And I do have to be careful of what I'm doing because I am very clumsy. Okay. If you've just gotten here, just say hi. So this coming Sunday, I had plans to go to the park with my rollator because the weather had turned nice for a little bit. And now it's planning to be cold and windy on Sunday. And so that kind of takes and puts a kibosh on my plans. But I will get there. I will. Alright, let's see if we can find all these H's here. It is definitely a difficult thing. Whoops, I think I lost it one. Oops, I think I lost it another. Ah, crap. I lost it some more. Sorry, I've got the shakes. I have the shakes 24/7 now. That nebulizer, just not so much fun. You know, it's the medications. They give you the shakes horribly. There are 2 different medications in my nebulizer. It's ipratropium. Yeah, something like that, and albuterol, and they're definitely not friendly. Okay, I got some stuck too. Excuse me, I'm going to have to get a cough drop because this is ridiculous. Okay, so I've got a few stuck where they landed. Well, this one's almost on an H, so let's get it on there, right? Now the sticky part of this is almost sticky, but is that on an H already? It is. How about that? Unless that's the one I just got through doing. And because this one up here, did I put it in the proper spot? I did. Excuse me while I get that cough drop. I have one up here. Alright, here we go. Hope I got them all. Everybody knows I've got the two channels. This one and Home for the Holidays. Well, there are other crafters like myself who wanted to separate certain things from the main channel. And I have a friend. Her name she's Shadowcraft, but her holiday name, she's got a Halloween one. I think it's called Halloween and Spooky Things. Take a look that up. She needs to get to 50 subscribers, and she's had the channel for a long time, but she needs to get to 50 subscribers so that she can do a live on there and do a diamond painting of Halloween on it. So some of you fine, lovely people would like to go help her out. Let's do that, because I'd like to actually see her do that diamond painting. I don't get to see much, but what I can see, it gives me, you know, something to do. It makes me kind of feel like part of the gang still. And no matter how many times we like saying we like being hermits or whatever, that is not always the truth, is it? Sometimes we actually need that extra companionship, human companionship. I mean, I've got my cats and my dog, but it's human to human interaction that I really miss. And I woke up and I realized today that with me going blind all the way, I have absolutely no one here to really rely on. I've got my husband, but he works, and he works some good long hours, and he works during the day, and sometimes he works 6 days a week. And I'm supposed to be writing down so I can keep track of my sodium and my fluid intake. And I realized I can't do that once I'm fully blind. And so I went and bought one of those voice recorders. And I got to thinking about that this morning. That's not going to do me any good. Because in order to access those files, I have to make sure that the machine is on first in order to record. Now, my husband says, and he's kind of holding the pen up. I can see the pen somewhat. And he's holding the pen up and he says, well, all you do is this. And he says, you press the top, so, and then you, until this little light comes on. And he goes, see? And I'm like, no, I don't see. That's the issue. I don't see. And then I got to thinking, boy, that was really a kind of a, I don't know, a non-thinking. I won't say it was stupid, but it was a non-thinking thing that I did by getting a voice recorder I cannot operate. You know, so, and then if I could operate it, I wouldn't have access to the files in order to keep count of the sodium. I wouldn't have the ability to track down how much sodium would be in certain foods. That would have to be somebody else to do that for me. Unfortunately, I've kind of limited myself to certain foods right now at this time, because I do know the value of those. I'm getting to recognize and remind, or, you know, remember it. But I can't tally it all and keep it held in my head all day when I have other numbers I have to come up with. So, yeah, very soon here, when I can't see it all, I am going to end up having to go into either some sort of hospice or try to find somebody who doesn't mind moving in for room and board, who can clean my house for me and help me with my day-to-day medications and such. Boy, these are not the best drills. And I don't have the money for that anyway, so that is also a moot point. And the fact of having a stranger in my house, that would absolutely drive me nuts. Am I distrustful of people in general? Yes, I am. I learned how to be by the people I've had in my life. I have not been able to trust many of them. Matter of fact, none of them. Well, maybe one or two. But whom I've got in my life right now, my children can't help me. They have their own ailments, their own medical needs that are, like for my son, desperate. He really needs to get a kidney. But they haven't put him on the list yet, and the longer they're taking, the worse it's becoming, so he may not ever get on the list. I wish my kidneys were good, but they're not. So, can't give him one of mine. Oh, hi Amanda. I'm doing a diamond painting. And you can't see it, can you? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm off camera like crazy. Is that a little better? I'm sorry about all the shaking, but I'm on an unstable table. It rhymes. And it is hard for me to look up to see if anybody is in, because I have to try not dumping these little drills everywhere. Okay, that drill is just really bad. Oh, crud. Wrong spot. So how is everyone else out there in YouTube land? I hope today has been being good to you. Yesterday was up in the 90s. Today it's in the 70s. So the weather is being a little fickle pickle today. Hi Nicole, how are you? And thank you for being a subscriber. I hope you don't mind if I'm not seeing so greatly, but trying to focus me little old bad eyeballs on these drills is really hard to do. Especially to get them in the right place. And yes, I'm able to see who's there because I have my tablet. And I have my tablet blown up. Ha 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 ha. It's, yeah. I figured I would do this diamond painting because I've been wanting to get it done. And I wanted to get it done before I lost my sight all the way, so I'm working at trying to do that right now. Well, thank you, Nicole. It's really a daunting task when everything tries to blend together. And you have to sort out what is what. And right now everything is trying to blend together. So I have to focus a little harder. But I'm getting it done because I need to. Well, I want to. And I need to because it makes me feel better to know I'm doing something that I like to do. My next task is to do some resin work. But I need my husband home for that so that he can measure it out for me because, well, if you don't get it just right, you know, everything goes wrong. So he has to do all my measuring for me now. Wish these would flip on their bottom side's a lot easier. I know there's some more H's down here somewhere. It's such a cute little kitten. Well, there I go, spilling the beans again. Ooh, I gotta take a break. My eyes are hurting. Okay, maybe I'll come back on later and finish it. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop off and, oh, I don't know, maybe take another nap and rest my eyeballs. My skin itches because of the kidney problem. I get kidney itches all the time now. And sometimes it just drives me insane. But I'm dealing with it. Because I'm still breathing, right? I've got 14 living kittens, or cats right now. I have 11 in the main house. And 3 more in my husband's room because they're basically his cats. They don't like me very much. And I have 1 dog. And he is a blonde husky. And all my cats are rescues. All my dogs have been rescues. Well, can't say that. 2 of my dogs were kind of a rescue, but kind of not a rescue. I had gotten them when I had really originally wanted a Sheltie. I have loved Shelties all my life. And I had saved up to get me a Sheltie. And one day, my mother-in-law called and asked my husband if we were interested in dogs. And I didn't know it. They were discussing it ahead of me. He doesn't like dogs. So, of course, it would be up to me if we were going to have them. And so I went ahead and said, okay, we'll go take a look. Fully intending to say no. Because, I wanted a Sheltie. It was what I wanted. And that didn't work out too well for me. Because when I got to her house, my sister-in-law's, she had what was left of a litter of, I think it was 7 or 8 puppies, and they were lab, black lab, and Akita mix. And the 2 she had left, I couldn't decide between either one of them. I did love them. All of a sudden, just immediately, I loved them completely. And so I decided, yes, I was going to get one. And then I looked at the other ones, the other one, and I thought, nope, I can't break up a pair. So I paid for 2 boys. We called them Zeus and Apollo. And we just lost them last year, and they were 14. So it was a huge loss, but expected because they were old. And now Baylor is my only puppy dog left. And he's about, well, this month he's 8 years old. Wow. And kind of threw his birthday in with my husband's birthday on the 18th. So he's going to be 18 or 8, and my husband's going to be mid-50s. Ha, 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 ha. I'm still older than he is, but ha, ha. He thinks he's never going to get old. I kind of thought that too. But I did. It kind of snuck up on me and said, whoa. I don't know where you think you're going, but whoa. So yeah, in 4 days I have 2 birthdays to celebrate. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pop off now, and thank you so much for popping on, you two. And I do hope I pronounced Jimena right. Jimena or Jimena or Jimena. Honest. Don't know which way. And Nicole, thank you for joining in. All right, love y'all. And of course, peace out. Now I'll try to figure out how to end this again. Well, I know it ends somehow. Ah, there it is. Okay. Peace out.